while at it. My name is Vera Philip, and welcome to Entertainment Now, brought to you by Spectrum Television. I hope you're having an amazing midweek. I hope that Wednesday has been treating us nice and clean. I hope that everything that's happening in the world. Thankfully, Nupang is no longer on strike, so we won't have to deal with fuel scarcity today. That's a good thing. And I hope that for those of us who have resumed maybe lectures, schools, whatever it is that you have resumed, and that you're finding joy in what you are beginning to do, in what you're starting to do, and I hope that everything works out for you at the end of the day. Now, while we are, focusing on our lives, we're also focusing on the lives of the people who inspire us via entertainment. And we're talking about, what it is that is dropping in entertainment scene, and we will be revisiting whatever it is that has been left that was not visited, we'll be revisiting it here. So I don't plan to waste so much of your time today. Let's just feed you in on what's been happening with most of your celebrities. And welcome once again. We're starting off this one with Portia Williams and Simon Gwibodia. Now, we already know that this businessman and influencer lady were both married since 2022. And then in the start of the year 2025, we got the news that they were getting a divorce. Portia used to be a friend, alleged friend to the wife of Simon Gwibodia, who is a Nigerian. Of course, we're living abroad. He was deported to Nigeria and has been having issues, financial issues with ICE. However, in the divorce settlement, it looked as though Portia Williams was taking was given a lot of what Simon Gwibodia had, and it didn't seem to sit well with Simon. After so many back and forth, they finally got divorced. And we also heard that one of the houses that belonged to Simon Gwibodia was given to Portia Williams during the court ruling. However, this house had another issue when it comes to mortgage. It wasn't properly documented for. It is also among the properties of Simon Gwibodia that was seized. However, it means that Portia Williams might have to be the one to pay for this home. It didn't seem to sit well with Portia. She hasn't commented on it, however, but Simon Gwibodia has made it a thing to show it to us that she's going to really pay for this and all that. Of recent, we saw Portia Williams actually make a post saying that it's all over, thank you, and whatnot. It showed up on social media. She posted this on social media, and Simon posted, that, she has not been able to secure money for Dirty December just yet. And many other things, kind of accusing her of being the woman who would want to go out to get married to a man just for money, because it's not the first time it is happening with Portia Williams. Portia Williams' ex were people who were millionaires as well, who Portia Williams got highly compensated during the divorce. So it is fair for us to say that Portia Williams and Simon Gwibodia are not getting over each other after this divorce anytime soon. According to him, he wrote here, plot twist, you didn't make the cut for Dirty December 2025. A lot of people have also alleged that Dirty December is now getting very interesting in Lagos, Nigeria. So the Nigerian flag of the site 2025 is like Portia Williams, hinting that Portia Williams plans to come to Nigeria for Dirty December. We're like, okay, hope we are safe in this country though. Hope we are actually safe. And that's that for the first story. For the second one, we have White Money, who happens to have been streaming on TikTok for a while now. And he had Helen, a lady who was accused Cubana chief priest, the popular socialist Cubana chief priest, of being responsible for her pregnancy, getting her pregnant and abandoning her. He went on live, and according to him, Helen joined on the live, and they had a good time. According to him too, on the live, it was so funny, it was interesting. They were bantering for bantering and all that. He made a post on social media saying he couldn't believe who joined him on live. The post went viral, and maybe couldn't sit well with Cubana chief priest. Allegedly too, Cubana chief priest and White Money happen to be friends. I mean, they're both Igbo brothers, and we know how the Igbo community of entertainers can be. They are quite very close and warmed up. So seeing White Money engage Helen must have been an obsession, must have been upsetting rather for Cubana chief priest. And therefore, after a while, we saw White Money make a video apologizing to Cubana chief priest for the decision to have Helen on his TikTok. Let's take a look at the first video of Helen and White Money on the TikTok.
This moment in my career as a streamer. For those who don't know, it's been 5 months of me streaming consistently on TikTok, and I'm in the highest league, which is A1. My TikTok handle is It's White Money, and I stream every other day. Now, on TikTok, for those who understand how the app works, you co-host and you battle people, and you can randomly choose who you want to battle, even if you're not following them. So I went on my search, and I just searched a random person to battle, and I chose someone. You would never guess who landed on my screen, guys. I had the mixed feelings. I don't know whether to laugh. It was the weirdest moment. Watch this video. I'll be back.
Even that's your brother. Now God will bring him back. Now make we do match, guys. Let's go. We must win this, your brother. We must win.
On behalf of Pascal, we need to beat you.
Even if you beat me here, but your brother cannot beat me. That's the problem. Yes, not smokers, I know, but your brother cannot beat me because he's scared of me. Why is he running away from DNA? Na mumu mani bina.
On behalf of Pascal, my brother, the number one hit maker.
Usually, guys.
The number one hit maker. Let us finish her first before we come and settle the case. Let's first deal with her, then we'll come and do DNA. Later. There's a video making rounds the internet now, and people are having different opinions. But first of all, I want to apologize to my brother, Chief Priest. I'm very, very sorry if that video has stirred up something or is coming to you in a bad way. It was not my intent at all. So, first of all, I didn't know that was Helen when I accepted that match. It took me a while before I could dawn on me that this was Helen. But then when we started playing the match and she started ranting on the live, I couldn't cut the live. I couldn't just cut it off. I was just laughing. But then I said, you know what? I told my people, let us beat her on behalf of Pascal. Let us beat her. That was what I said. And yes, we actually beat her and we won. And then, of course, she played, I didn't even know she did a whole song about it. And then I listened to her, and then the next thing I said, you know what, she's not going to take the last victory lap. I had to play Somadina for her. I played Somadina and I was dancing to it. So she was like, oh, she hates the team, but I don't care. So in my defense, I posted that video to defend my own brother, Pascal, and also play the song, promote the song there, because we had a lot of views. While she was trying to rant, I was playing the song. So I didn't post the video to humiliate my own brother. I would never do that because
Money needed to give any sort of explanation for his actions, because firstly he was very deliberate about his advertising strategy. He first off mentioned his TikTok handle. He talked about his stage in the TikTok live. He also talked about, you know, how many people tune into his TikTok and whatnot before dropping this particular video that made the rounds on social media. I do not also think that there was anything he did wrong. I mean, this is TikTok live and everybody, you know, messes around on TikTok. However, I do feel like maybe Pascal or Cubana must have been offended by his actions, hence the reason he's making a public apology, because there was really nothing that was done. TikTok is a place where people go and have fun and make money off it. So having to apologize for having fun is something I don't understand how and why. But let's hope that Cubana doesn't hold this against him anyways. And that's all the stories we can bring to you today on Entertainment Now. Thank you very much for being a part. We'll be back for Thursday's edition tomorrow. But until Thursday, have an amazing rest of your day. My name is Vera Phillip. Bye.